So in this video I will demonstrate of what each skill would do. So let's start off with our two major skill. Let's start with electrical engineer. So this is one of the major skill. It allows you to rewire some electrical stuff. But while in this game, the only thing you can rewire is the garage door. So for electrical engineer, for now you can only rewire the garage door over here. So as you can see, you cannot currently do anything with the garage door. But if I head over here to get to the garage switch, let's get over here. There's a power box here. I try open and then I rewire. You need the electrical engineer to rewire, so I'm just gonna rewire this real quick. Combine all the possible pair of pins here. So I'll do this real quick. There we go. And I can open the garage here. Okay, so that's electrical engineer for you. So now it's turn to mechanical engineer. So I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna go to mission again. And as a mechanical engineer, you can pick lock. So I'm gonna go for this door over here. I have the pick lock option over here, so I can just pick lock. The lockpick minigame will be randomized, so sometimes there will be less pins, sometimes there will be a bunch of pins. So that depends. It's totally randomized. So I'm just gonna do really quick here. And now I can open the door. So now the next skill I'm gonna demonstrate is the safe cracking. So basically, with this perk you can basically crack any safe without needing to find the actual safe code. So right here I have a safe on my side and I haven't found the safe code yet. So right now I'm gonna crack the safe. So I'm gonna just find the correct number by just manually turning the safe. This is gonna take a little long, but at least it's still better than finding the safe code. So first is 08. As you can see, if you got the correct code, it will turn green for a brief moment. Without its safe crack, it doesn't do this. So yeah. And now I got his safe open. Yep, simple as that. So the next skill is gonna be Sabotager. With this you're gonna need a multimeter and a wire. With this skill you can overload a power box, but currently except that it doesn't let you turn the power back on, it doesn't do pretty much anything else. I put this skill here because I was planning to make the security to turn on the power switch later. And if you overload the power, they basically cannot turn the power back on. So I have an electrical box over here. So normally if you switch the power, you can turn it back on. But if I do a short circuit over here, so I will explain how to play this game. So you have a multimeter wire over here. Your job is to find the hot wire, which is somewhere around 250 voltage. So you hover over here, just find the correct one. Yep, there we go. You found the hot wire over here. So now your job is just simply to attach. Oh, where is it? Okay. Yep, over here. So your job is to simply attach this one wire over here and the other one to any other wire. If you pair the incorrect sequence, it's just gonna turn the power off. Does not cause any short circuit. If I were to pair it with the hot wire, where is it again? Let's see, yep, here we go. If I would pair it with a hot wire over here, it will cause a short circuit and you cannot turn the power back on. For now, it's pretty much useless, but I think in the future, if the security can turn the power back on, it could prove useful. So the next skill is gonna be entry pryer. This simply means that you can pry the door without leaving it open. So this is what it looks like without the entry pryer skill. So I'm gonna pry the door over here. It's gonna leave open right away. But with the entry pryer skill, I can pry the door here and then it doesn't open right away. It should be useful if you don't want to immediately get caught by the guards. But for the quiet part mentioned in the description, it doesn't do anything. As of right now, security doesn't detect the hearing, the environment sounds right now. So the next skill is athletic. This basically enables you to run faster. This is the speed of a player without the athletic skill. And this is the player speed with the athletic skill. You can see that they can run much faster. For this skill, this is basically not implemented yet because, as I already said, the security doesn't detect the surrounding, the environment sounds yet. Now the next skill is brute force. With this skill, you can basically knock out any guard you want. Okay, so this is what the brute force skill will do. You can basically knock out the guard from behind by pressing F. Keep in mind that you can only knock the guard out if you are behind him. If they start to noticing you, you cannot knock them out. So get this guy down here and this guy down here. This skill is pretty useful if you are in this mission, as there are quite many guards in this area. So I'm just gonna knock a few more guys and bam, there we go. The next skill is slow detect. This can make you get detected by guard much slower. So this is about the speed normally the guard will detect you. I say about 3 seconds and then they will detect you. And this is what with the slow detect skill looks like. The detect speed will be about only 5 seconds. You can see that they took a little longer and then they stopped detecting. Next is the breaker skill. With this you can kick down doors or even break glasses. So I'm gonna break the glass right here and enter right away. And I'm gonna kick this door down, go right inside. And that is for the skill demonstration.